Welcome back. Today was a very historic day on the Nasdaq. The SpaceX IPO raised a record $75 billion, making Elon Musk the very first trillionaire. Here to tell us more is President and CEO of Wilsey Asset Management, Brent Wilsey. Brent, always great having you here.
Good to be here.
All right. Okay, Elon Musk is going to be 55 years old this month, and he is a trillionaire. What a day on the Nasdaq.
Yeah, what do you think when he goes to bed tonight? I'm a trillionaire. What does that mean? Pretty
I know. Well, I'm sure many people woke up this morning, okay, I have to buy some shares of the SpaceX, the IPO. I did, and I was excited about it, but you were saying, hold on. Why is that?
Hold on. Well, first explain an IPO stands for Initial Public Offering, first time companies offering shares ever. They offered 555.6 million shares. The offering price was $135, but nobody got that price because people have to realize that when it hits the market, there's a premium that's paid. Well, the first trading amount was $150 a share. That's the lowest money could have got today. Now, also too, the $75 billion. I want people to understand, they now talk about a market cap of $1.7 trillion. There's a lot of shares that aren't trading yet that could start trading, so you want to be very careful of that. Also too, the volume was 511 million shares. I just said 550 million shares offered. That means shares are being bought and sold. It closed at $160.95. So you're going to hear, oh, there's a gain of 19%. No, that's only if you were prior to the IPO price and you got the 135. Nobody got that. At 150, your gain today for the investor, if you got 150, yours would probably be lower, was only 7.3%. It closed at $161.
Yeah, I think it was around noon. It peaked at 176, I believe, and then dropped to 160.
Yeah. And one thing that happened with it as well, and I kind of looked at this, well, how did it do over the last 20 years? The average IPO for the first price is 18% gain. So they beat that by 1%. But when you look at others, the median average, it's only a gain of 8%. So it didn't really do that good. And I thought it could go as high as 200, 250. I think that's what a lot of people thought. I don't see that happening for many reasons. And another thing that happened today that people don't know about is called a green shoe. The only from Wall Street know this. And actually on the trading floor, there was guys walking around with green shoes. Well, the green shoe is something with the SEC that they could offer up to 15% more if they had a hot item, which they did. So they sold another 83 million shares on this green shoe. That's about $13 billion more. And this is something that's been around since 1960. Got the name from the green shoe manufacturing company, first one to do it. So this is something else on top of it that people don't understand.
All right, and what does this mean for other investors with SpaceX, for example, Alphabet and Google and Fidelity, because those stocks went up a little bit too, even Tesla.
And it's kind of a surprise you bring up Alphabet. That's one thing people don't realize. Alphabet offered another $85 billion of equity. Also too, Anthropic, OpenAI. They're coming out with their IPOs pretty soon as well, maybe the next few weeks or so. Where's all this money coming from? Are people going to start selling SpaceX because, well, that didn't do that well? I don't want to buy Anthropic. I don't want to buy, OpenAI. So there's a lot of money that's being moved around, and I'm just not sure where it's coming from. I talked before last week. Margin, $1.3 trillion. There's so much leverage on this market, and I know the hype is there, but it's just, it worries me because there's so much hype in the markets. I'm concerned that you could see SpaceX drop in the next month or two. So.
Yeah, speaking of the hype, do you feel that many other companies are struggling right now because many people have probably sold some shares today to buy SpaceX? Yeah. I did. I sold a few shares of Intel to buy SpaceX. Now I'm thinking, what did I do? Because I saw it drop significantly.
Well, I wouldn't say that's a bad thing to sell Intel, but I'm not sure it's a good thing to sell Intel and buy SpaceX. And when you look at the fundamentals of SpaceX, I mean, Elon Musk, he talks about this vision. He talks about, well, going to the moon and Mars and vacationing on the moon. I'm sorry, I don't want to vacation in a desert. I think he's such a visionary. He sees these things. I look at the fundamentals. I mean, last year, they had sales of $18.7 billion. Well, that's a lot of money. But they lost $4.9 billion. And they have Starlink, which is a star performer for them. Starlink was $11.4 billion of that. Well, they made $4.4 billion, but the company is losing money. He did this, and he controls, by the way, 80% of the voting shares. So you can't vote on it. So these are things that are there that the average investor, I'm going to say, I don't think it's going to do as well as we thought.
All right, yeah, he has a lot of competition as well. So you're saying we shouldn't buy
We should
SpaceX.
not buy.
Okay, we should not buy. Well, Brent Wilsey, we appreciate you being here on a very historic day on the Nasdaq.
Wish I had better news, but that's the fundamentals.
Thinking. I woke up early for that. I was kidding.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are excited about it, but it's just, it's not going to do well going forward, I don't believe.
All right, Brent, thank you.
You're welcome.
Now we're checking in with